The main speakers, Andy Ball, as well as Franya Hutchins, and Eric Henry of TS Designs, and Eric Mathis of the Jobs Project, and Debbie Golobiensky of Green Mother Goods.
Hi, my name is Franya Hutchins. I just rambled at you earlier, a couple minutes ago. As far as the local business, one thing I wanted to touch on is that, well, for example, we have Debbie down here who's an excellent example of local businesses in a physical sense. There's a business, it supports, it uses local products, and you physically go there locally, and everything's very local. And that's kind of what people think when they think local businesses. But I work with farmers, and I wanted to just press the point that there are ways that you support the local economy that are that work synergistically with what you consider a physical business. When you buy local food, some people kind of think of that as, oh well, farmers are cool, I'm supporting the farmer. But the farmers live in your community and they're community members. So when you support them and their business, you're supporting their local business, their contributions to the local economy, and their personal contributions to the local economy. Most of the farmers I know, especially young farmers who are getting started, they are very concerned about putting their own money, personally and their business money, into the local community. So I just wanted to make a point for people not to overlook and not to think of people who are doing really ingenuitive, at home, maybe, you know, your local baker you may not know yet, but you know, there are people. I have a really good example is a couple who run the business Hold the Heat. They make raw vegan food, and they've created an entire community just based on their need for community. As raw vegans, it's a little bit of a fringe thing as well, but they support their community through potlucks, through buying in bulk and providing bulk food at no extra cost, and they have a business running where they make extra vegan veggies. So examples like that. Don't forget about your local entrepreneurs who you may not consider to be businesses, but they're out there contributing to the economy. You know, farmers, they're people too, but they're also really important to the community from an economic.
I read by Michael Schumann. It's called Small Mart. And what he talks about in his book is a multiplier effect. It goes back to the earlier comment about food. It's when you buy something local from somebody in your community, that money stays in your community. So it multiplies. Compared to like when you go to a big box store and you say, well, I'm going to save a little money here. As soon as you make that purchase, that money quickly leaves your community. Has no impact on your community, no positive impact on the community. So, and what he says in his book, typically it's a 7-to-1 multiplier. That money stays 7 times when you buy local compared to 1 time when you don't buy local. So not only when you buy local food from that local farmer that pays local taxes and go to your local school, you can see what's happening here now. So I get the conversation with a lot of people that says, well, you know, I'm going to X store because I'm saving money. And I understand times are tough, and there's a reason for doing that. It's just understanding the impact that you have when you make that purchase. Because some people have the ability to have more disposable income than others. So the ability is keeping that money locally starts with just being aware where your money goes.
Hello, I'm Debbie Golobiensky with Green Mother Goods, co-owners. It's your local eco store. And I would definitely agree with what has been said so far on supporting local and how keeping that money in our community and keeping it circulating around, it helps your friends and neighbors. And one of the unique programs that we have at Green Mother Goods to help support this is we do a lot of local consignment. We have close to 200 consigners now, so that everything from soap, jewelry, family fashions, eclectic art, and some of these are bigger companies, some of these are just stay-at-home moms making items for makes hand diapers, sells them at our store. And so one of the things we like we're doing is to give people an outlet for these small type of entrepreneurial businesses that don't have a market at Walmart or these other big stores. They could never get their products into something like that, but we can provide an outlet for our community. So when you shop there, you're not only supporting our local business, but a lot of other people as well. And when you do spend your money, as Eric mentioned, if you go to these big box stores, your money goes out of the community. You don't know where the products are coming from. You don't really know the history, who made the shoes, how was it manufactured, was their local community impacted by the environmental practices. So when you spend your dollars, think about what you're supporting. Every dollar you spend is like a vote. So are we voting for a sustainable future? Are we voting for a better tomorrow? Are we voting for a sustainable local economy? Just start thinking about the choices that you're making every time you spend money. When you buy your food, when you buy your products, instead of buying 3 or 4 cheap t-shirts from Walmart, if you support the organic, sustainable options out there like TS Designs, you're putting your votes in that direction that things can change. Get one nice t-shirt that you really like and enjoy and wear all the time rather than a lot of stuff that's going to clutter up your closet.
Hello everyone, my name is Quint David. I represent a group, the Watauga Green Business Plan. We're sort of a conglomerate of different businesses that have come together on issues like energy efficiency, local foods, dealing with local water issues, the whole sort of gamut of issues of what it means to be sustainable. And we're trying to work together to promote one another and promote those issues. We're funded by the Watauga County Economic Development Commission through the ASU Energy Center. So I work for ASU, but it's really Watauga County's program. What we're trying to do is sort of get together on all these issues and team up to work on some events, work on some plans. And Debbie's one of our newest members, so if everyone can give her a big hand. All these issues are very important, and we do have a lot of very good local businesses and a lot of good local products. And finding a way for us to support one another and to find those products for those that are interested in those is really what we're trying to do. So if anyone has any ideas and suggestions on how we can band together our local businesses, work together on some of these issues, come and talk to me, and I'd love to work with you.
Thank you, panelists. I think this mic is on. We do have a few different topics we'd like for the panelists to address. One is expanding from the niche market of going local as an integral part of a sustainable future. The next one is addressing accessibility issues with local goods. And the other one is local branding. For instance, local appearance and packaging, especially non or minimal packaging, competing with name brands and major brands with national marketing campaigns, and also incentives, local incentives versus for locally sourced goods versus outsourced goods. So we will begin with the first one. How do we expand from the niche market of going local as an integral part of the sustainable future? That can be up to anyone. Go ahead, Debbie, if you want.